Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to cover a meme coin. Again, surprise, surprise. And it's not just any other meme coin, it's Dogecoin, which is basically the king of meme coins. So, if you are a follower of my channel for quite some time, you may know that we basically talk about cryptocurrencies that have a high potential for investments, because I basically want to cover every aspect of investment in order to make the maximum gains for my viewers. And if you are thinking that then why am I covering Dogecoin, there is a reason, there is a method to my madness, right? So Dogecoin is not just any other meme coin, right? There's a huge distinction between Dogecoin and another meme coin. I'll cover that in this video. So before we cover Dogecoin, I just want to make it clear that yes, Dogecoin is a super risky investment. It is an investment and not a speculation. Again, I'll tell you how I see it. This video is going to be only covering my opinions about Dogecoin. It's not financial advice. I'm not an investment advisor or financial advisor. So please do your own research. Just like how leverage trading and margin trading could be super risky, but it is still a powerful investment tool for people who know how to use these tools, right? Similarly, I consider Dogecoin to be one of the most risky cryptos. It's a legit crypto. It's not a scam or a fake. It is a legit, 100% legit and a legacy cryptocurrency which has made several millions to many of its holders in the past. And my personal opinion is, if you know how to use the sword, then you can battle, you can go for the battle, right? Basically, if you know how to properly time the investment, then you can definitely make a lot of money with Dogecoin. And I believe that as a brutal investor, I want to cover this particular coin, right? So there's really not a lot of background that I want to cover about Dogecoin. I want to strictly make this video about what my opinion on Dogecoin is. Again, if you want to learn more about Dogecoin, you can go to dogecoin.com. It's a very old website with not a lot of information. Again, this token doesn't really have any use cases per se, but it does have, in a way, a real life value where you can basically use Dogecoin to tip people. But some people may disagree. But again, I'm not going to get into the controversial part of Dogecoin. I just want to cover what makes Dogecoin a good investment, right? So firstly, Dogecoin is the 6th ranking cryptocurrency on CoinGecko, right? Even on CoinMarketCap, it's somewhere between 6th and 7th ranking, but overall it is within the top 10 market cap, right? In the worst case scenario, Dogecoin can go down in ranking, but I don't see Dogecoin going below 25 ranking, right? That's because of the extremely strong community and some really die-hard fans and huge whales who hold Dogecoin, who will never allow Dogecoin to go below the 25th ranking. That's my personal opinion. Again, I could be wrong. But if you take the market cap, it has $41.9 billion in market cap, right? So if you strictly see Dogecoin as a scam or a joke coin, then you are obviously missing out on the bigger point here, right? If you see the market cap, you will never say, if I show you the market cap without showing you the cryptocurrency's name, you would probably think that this is some kind of a huge project, right? But in reality, it is Dogecoin's market cap, and there's a reason why there's such a huge market cap for it, right? Obviously, there are two types of investors: people who do a lot of research and people who don't do any research at all, right? Both these types of people have invested in Dogecoin, and in my personal opinion, I believe that a significant amount of inexperienced investors have invested in this cryptocurrency, right? Many of them have lost money, but there have been a significant portion of people who have invested this token in the past, or who have just mined it for a joke, have made millions of dollars, right? It does not have a max supply, which means it's completely inflationary to an extent where you can basically see that this token may never ever reach a significant price point. Let's say, for example, I don't think Dogecoin will ever reach $5 or $10 per Dogecoin. Again, obviously my personal opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like as the token inflates more and more, the price is continuously pounded, right? So you may seem to think that I'm literally talking a lot of negative things about Dogecoin. So why do I feel like it's a good investment, right? Again, I've done some technical analysis on this token. Okay, if you take the charts, which is where I want you guys to focus on, again, it is a very risky investment. So again, fundamental analysis and technical analysis are very important. Don't just do technical analysis and think about the forget about the fundamental analysis, right? You should do both these analysis. By technical analysis, I'm talking about human emotional patterns that you can see through the price point of this chart, right? By fundamental analysis, I'm talking about what the token does, what's its use case, who are the team behind it, all those kind of research, right? It's your responsibility to do both fundamental and technical analysis, or to only invest that you can lose, right? After looking at this video, you should definitely do your own research before you put any money in this token. But if you look at the charts, again, I want to focus on the maximum time period. If you see, this token obviously has been around for a very long time. In fact, the price point, the price chart for CoinGecko shows that this token has existed since at least 2013, right? Again, it's a legacy cryptocurrency, so it's not a scam. So when you put any money on Dogecoin, it's not going to rug pull on you. So that's something that you can definitely expect from Dogecoin, right? So you obviously are not investing in a scam, and the token price hasn't been doing anything for quite some time, right? But now it seems like out of nowhere, this token has gone parabolic, right? And if you take the linear chart, you can't really see the nuance of the pump, because you're basically seeing a straight vertical line anywhere between March 2021 as well as May 2021. You can see a huge line. So I would probably recommend people to switch over to the logarithmic time chart, right? So logarithmic price chart, sorry. If you see the log chart, then you can see a lot more details on the price action here, right? So again, let's go back to the the 2013 time period. You can clearly see that this token was trading at whatever price point, but it had been steadily moving in the upward direction, making higher highs and higher lows, right? So that's an indication that this token is overall trending in the upward trajectory, despite being a meme coin, despite having highly infinite supply, right? So that's something that definitely, that's something that people should definitely keep in mind, right? So, and if you see this chart, you have clearly a lower point and a higher point, right? It makes a lower dip and a higher peak, a dip and a peak, right? So it's kind of like an oscillator. It's kind of like bouncing overall on the upward direction, but it's been bouncing with pretty much high predictability, right? So if you had bought Dogecoin at any point of time at these bottom dips, you are basically going to experience a increase in price, which can definitely be profitable, right? And technically, again, I'm not asking you to time the market. What I'm basically saying is, if you had purchase this token when it is in red or red territory, right, or in the dip territory, dip region, you can basically expect the token to go up sooner and sell it and make a profit, right? Again, this token is a perfect token for traders who want to make consistent gains if they can understand the price chart patterns clearly, right? But if you see recently, the recent price point, it had been going up, but overall, now it's in a downward trend, right? So again, I'm not asking you to buy this token right now, because it seems like this token can go lower, okay? I would probably suggest people to wait. If you want to invest in this token, again, only invest money that you can lose, that you can afford to lose. But if you see, the next pattern seems to be the downward pattern, right? So now the token is kind of going in the downward trajectory, which means there is going to be another high, right? So it goes down and then comes up, goes down and then comes up. So you can clearly see an overall upward trend, right? So you can definitely take advantage of that. Again, only if you are a very experienced and skilled trader, right? For investors, for people who want to buy and hodl, this is still a good token. Why am I saying that? Because if you are a short-term investor, right, this token can potentially be making you some really decent gains, provided you buy it at the lows, okay? You buy it at the dips and then sell it at the highs as soon as possible, okay? The moment you think this token is going up, you should start selling it. You can dollar cost average out of this position, and while it's going down, you can dollar cost average in, right? So this is a predictable token with a predictable pattern, and that's what makes Dogecoin, contrary to the popular belief, a very predictable and consistent gain producing investment, right? So that's something that I basically want to share with people, because I have been receiving several questions from my friends who basically want to invest in Dogecoin, but they don't really understand Dogecoin, and they basically asked me whether Dogecoin is a good investment opportunity, right? The short answer is it depends on whether you know more about Dogecoin, especially the technical analysis. Again, I want to stress the technical analysis, because the fundamental analysis, if you see, this token is already a huge market cap, so the upward potential for this to go even more higher is extremely low, right? I'm not saying it's impossible for this token to be in the top 3. Again, this is crypto that we're talking about, so anything can happen. But if you take the fundamental tokenomics of this token, it's an utter failure, because it's an inflationary token, which means this token cannot be considered as a store of value, and this will deflate away, right? So that makes this token a really good short-term investment token, or a good token for traders. It's not a long-term investment token at all. So please don't hodl your Dogecoin for long-term. Again, do it at your own risk if you do it, right? My personal thought is, if I were to invest in Dogecoin, I would probably invest at a price point that is significantly lower. Again, if you see, the recent dip didn't really affect the price of Dogecoin that much, and that's because of the extremely strong community that Dogecoin has. Despite its very poor fundamentals, I think the technical analysis is clearly revealing the community's power, the power of Dogecoin community, and that's something that you guys definitely need to take advantage of if you want to be a smart, brutal investor, right? So again, I'm not trying to say that you should buy Dogecoin. What I'm trying to say is, if you do end up buying Dogecoin, obviously after doing your own research, you definitely need to buy it at the right time periods. Again, there are time periods where you can buy the token for a significant discount, which is probably the time to buy, and immediately after the lows, it tries to go up and make a high peak, right? And that's when obviously you can start dollar cost averaging and selling out, or put the sell button, hit the max button and sell all of your Doge and come out of it, right? So if you're a trader, you can obviously take advantage of the strategy. If you're a short-term investor, have a time frame. Let's say if you want to buy a Dogecoin for a month, if you start on the start of the month, you can probably wait to see if the price of Doge is in the red area, buy it at the red and sell it at the green, right? That's something that you can have as a strategy. And for people who are really obsessed with Dogecoin, this is something that you can start looking into, because if you see the logarithmic chart, it tells you a completely different story, right? Again, I don't want to drag this video for too long, but I also want to quickly show you the market cap, right? Which is also a very important indicator of where the price of the token could go, and whether this is a trustable token to invest in, right? Again, by seeing the linear chart, you're basically not seeing anything, right? By looking at the logarithmic chart, again, if you see the market cap, now we are in the market cap section. I click the market cap section, and you can clearly see that within the dollar comparative, this token has been consistently increasing in market cap. That means there are people who will continue to buy Dogecoin even if it is, let's say, 50 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, even $1. The reason is several inexperienced investors, right, will think of Dogecoin as a legit investment, right? And that's some of the reasons why this logarithmic price pattern is so predictable, because consistently you have new investors coming in who will potentially invest in Dogecoin. Again, I'm not really talking about people who come in to buy Dogecoin after Elon Musk's tweet or anything like that. I'm not at all talking about any of those external factors that are also beneficial for Dogecoin, because if Elon Musk tweets about Dogecoin, then you can definitely see a significant increase in price point, right? But leaving that aside, I'm mainly talking about the technical analysis, and you can clearly see that the market cap has also been consistently making higher highs and higher lows, which seems to tell me, again, as a short-term investor myself, that this token has some short-term potentials to make money, and why not take advantage of that, right? Now that I have presented the price and market cap information, I hope you guys get an idea of what Dogecoin is doing when it comes to price point and market cap, and how you can take advantage of its unique pattern, right? This is also the same when it comes to Bitcoin comparative. Again, if you go to the logarithmic scale, you can clearly see that in the logarithmic scale, this token has been a significant oscillator, making extremely sharp upward peaks and extremely sharp downward peaks as well, right? So if you see, it's been bouncing along, and moving sideways. It's not necessarily moving in the downward direction, it's moving in a sideways direction. And by taking advantage of these lower peaks and upper peaks, you can definitely make some really good Satoshi gains, right? So if you see, the current price point of Dogecoin in Satoshi term is about 900 Satoshis, right? So at this price point, you shouldn't really buy this token, because if you see, it's pretty much at its all-time highs, and you need to allow this token to kind of cool down a bit, not only in the Bitcoin comparative but also the dollar comparative as well. And when it goes down, you can pretty much buy this token and hodl it for no more than 2 to 4 months for short-term investment, or even if you believe in this token for a little longer as well, then you can do that as well, right? But if you hodl this for a short period of time, or if you want to trade it, all you need to do is wait for the token to go up and then sell it, right? If you take the Ether comparative, again, if you see the logarithmic chart, the token has been an oscillator. It's not extremely pronounced when it comes to ETH comparative, but you can clearly see that people who have bought it at this price point at 293 GUE can be sitting in a very decent profit when the token price went immediately to 1,500 GUE, right? And that's the same thing. They sold at the top, and you can buy it at the bottom and then sell it at the top. Again, it may sound easy. That's why I feel like you should not, if you're trying to do this, you should probably invest a little bit of money first and not put your whole stash in. You should never put a lot of significant portion of your portfolio into Dogecoin. I would never ever recommend anybody do that. Even though I'm not a financial advisor, I would definitely recommend people to put only amounts that you should definitely be comfortable with if you lose it, right? So if you see, the Ether comparative as well shows that this token has been bouncing up and down. It may potentially make some unpredictable downward turns, but overall it had been going upwards, right? But I would probably say that compared to Ether comparative, it's better to go with Bitcoin or dollar comparative, because that's basically what gives a true oscillatory cycle, which is much more predictable than Ether comparative, right? So again, that's basically my overall video coverage for Dogecoin. I just don't want to spend too much time talking about the history of Dogecoin, because at this point, none of that really matters. The only thing that matters is Dogecoin is a very weird anomaly in the crypto space. It doesn't necessarily have a use case, but it has one of the most strongest communities in the crypto space. As a brutal investor, you can definitely take advantage of the community. Again, not saying it in a wrong way. I'm saying that you can definitely take advantage of the power of the community and just flow with the tide, buy it at low, sell it at high. Again, it's a very good short-term investment, very good trading investment if you know what you're doing, obviously. For long term, I would definitely not suggest this token. If you want to play around with a very small amount of money, this is a good token to play around with, right? And for people who want to become aspiring traders, this is a really good token to practice your trading skills, because if you can master some form of trading skills through Dogecoin, you can pretty much withstand any issues with any other cryptocurrencies, because Dogecoin is one of the most volatile, and if you can tame the Dogecoin, you can tame any other coins as well, right? Again, that's just my verdict, guys. Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.